All right. I guess I'm doing it twice in one day. It's pretty crazy. I have no idea what made me want to do that, but yeah. See how loud this volume is actually? Heck. I can't even hear my own music. I can't even hear my own music. I can't even hear my own music. Oh wow, that's amazing. That's crazy echo. Okay, cool. Okay, so I just saw that I could react to this. I decided to see some Pokemon fan stuff without having to go through an entire game and play it. Even though I'm not a big fan game guy, I haven't really played through any. I did start Uranium. I should actually finish that one of these days. I just got a whole bunch of other stuff going on right now. Between, you know, Twitch, YouTube, and real life stuff. But yeah, figure it's literally just an hour. Just no matter what. I can't really, like, you know, go into the game corner and gamble for an hour and, you know, mess up my, you know, my time streaming. I just I guess I could talk for a really long time like I'm doing right now. That could prolong some stream a little bit. I don't know why I'm doing that. I should just start watching this, yeah. I've never watched, okay, hang on. I've never watched Cardinal. I've never watched any of it. Nor have I watched Tempest. Obviously, that's why I'm here. So it'll be interesting. I have no idea what I'm getting myself into. I don't know whether or not I should talk over it a lot or not, but here we go. Yeah, okay. Here's an ad. That's pretty sick. I love ads. They're awesome and amazing. And, I actually got this one run on my own video earlier. It was pretty crazy. Where do I put my mouse? Oh, that's water. Okay, I mean, I'm here for Tempest, but sick, very cool, very hot. I'm probably gonna end up watching this one after.
Haha, look! Marwave, my boy, you've done it! I can see the Norclo region off in the distance.
Norclo?
Gnarly! See, Professor,
Gnarly.
I told you we had nothing to worry about. I know how to travel the ocean like the back of my hand. Shouldn't be too long before we hit dry land and we can finally explore Norclo for ourselves.
Now, remember what we've come here for,
Thought it was
Marwave.
Olympia.
We're not here to explore. We're here to try and save our region from destruction.
Nani? What the homies doing? Okay, cool painting.
Ah, so this is Norclo. It's been so long since I've left Olympia, I almost forgot what the outside world looks like.
Well, one thing's for sure,
This
I'm
is-
never gonna forget what this
He's-
place feels like. It's
Yeah, I was just gonna say, he is not
freezing
dressed for
here,
the
bro!
Well, we're certainly not in Olympia anymore. In case you weren't aware, there are some places in the world where wearing a shirt is actually necessary.
That's crazy.
Oh, ha ha. Very funny, Professor. In case you weren't aware, not all of us have wizard robes and ridiculously long eyebrows to keep us warm.
Ah, stop it, boy. Now's not the time to squabble. You did bring us to Vikinu Town, correct?
Yep, I went to exactly where you marked on the map. This should be where that Professor Tamarack
music
guy
kinda
lives
slaps,
that
not
you
gonna
were
cap.
talking about.
Very good. We should head to his lab immediately then. He'll be expecting us.
Why is the Ant-Man helmet sitting on that desk though? That knocking kind of scared me. I don't like the way that is in my headphones.
Who's there?
Okay, he
Oh
looks-
yes, that
he's-
must
he's
be
a
our visitors
sick-ass
from
professor,
Olympia.
not that guy.
Come on in. The door's open. Professor Dodona, how lovely to see you. I'm so glad you made it here safely. Lawrence, I'd like you to meet Professor Dodona. He is the leading expert on Pokemon research in the Solimpia region. And Dodona, I'd like you to meet Lawrence. He's one of Norclo's experts on Pokemon fossils and also one of our gym leaders.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Lawrence.
Okay.
The pleasure's all mine, good sir. Welcome to the Norclo region.
Don't you think you guys are, like, forgetting something?
Oh, yes, of course. My apologies. Tamarack, Lawrence, this shirtless
not a
fellow is
text.
Mawave. He's the one who sailed us both over here, and is also one of Olympia's gym leaders.
Absolutely smashing. It's always wonderful to meet a fellow gym leader. So Mawave, my boy, why don't you tell us a little more about this Slimpia region you come from?
You got it, dude. So basically, it's like this island out in the middle of the ocean,
Actually,
and
this
we've
retard
got
is
tons
really
of
sick.
cool Pokemon you won't see anywhere else. The Pokemon are also super unique because the island is almost never disturbed by outsiders. It's a pretty cool hangout, bro.
Unique Pokemon, you say? That sounds brilliant. If I may inquire further, however, what might these Pokemon look like?
Well, we brought a couple along with us for the ride. Why don't I show you? Go, Tempest and Coink.
I almost feel like since I don't know the previous characters, I shouldn't be watching this, but like, whatever, it's happening.
Tempest here is a fire-water type and one of my personal best buds, and Coink is a steel fairy type, who's one of the most popular Pokemon in all of Slimpia.
I mean,
in
Coink's pretty
fact,
sick and
you
all.
can't travel around there too much without running into someone who has one.
But I ain't really messing
I
with Tempest.
say, these Pokemon look absolutely magnificent. Good show,
Tempest needs
Mawave.
an evolution.
You know, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested in traveling to Slimpia myself now. As a matter of fact, maybe I'll come pay you a visit sometime soon. Ho 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 ho.
Indeed, these Pokemon look fascinating. Certainly nothing like what we have here in Norclo. Tell me though, Professor, what is it that you've traveled all this way for? Exactly.
I wish I was here on better terms, but Olympia's in trouble, Tamarack. A storm of immense power is beginning to brew there, and we fear it may be unlike anything we've ever seen.
what do you
However, I
trying to
have
do?
heard the tales of Norclo's Aurora Stone and its effect on the weather. We were hoping that since you have experience with such an artifact, you might be able to offer some advice on how to quell the tempest that is forming above Olympia.
That certainly is quite the predicament. Unfortunately, my expertise has more to do with the Pokemon of Norclo, but I will do what I can to help. There is a woman named Bora, and she resides in a town south of here. She is known as the protector of the Aurora Stone, so she should have the knowledge you seek.
That sounds wonderful, Tamarack. Thank you. How exactly can we find this town?
Well, I will do the honors and escort you there myself. I was supposed to be preparing our starter Pokemon for a new trainer who's moving into town soon, but this seems to be much more urgent. If we leave now, we should be able to get there by the end of the day.
Wrote Tempest at the same.
Okay, well,
to take place canonically
that
at the
sounds
same
great
time
and all,
as,
but I think I'll
Cardinal.
just stay back here with the boat and make sure it stays safe. Norclo's cool and all, but it's a lot cooler than I thought it would be, if you know what I mean. Brrr!
In that case, I think I might stay here as well. That way I can pick Mawave's brain a little more about the wonders of Slimpia. Ho ho!
Very well. I guess this will just be a trip for the professors. Lead the way, Tamarack. There's not a moment to lose.
Do I really have to like get an ad blocker though? That's
Welcome to
kinda
the
crazy.
Disney Bundle,
Actually, I
where
guess I
Disney
am supporting
Plus,
the
Hulu,
creators,
and
and realistically,
ESPN
all I
Plus
have to
come
do
to
is just
life
talk
on
over it. So I mean, it's kind of whatever. I don't even know if I have to talk over it, but I will. Wait, this is the region they're currently in. This is the one that's Canada. I don't know. That's not actually what it's called, I'm sure, but. Okay, no, stop that, please. It's not. Nope. Okay.
It sounds like there's someone at the door. I wonder who it could be. Ah, well, if it isn't
The
Professor
voice.
Tamarack. Come in, come in. It's so lovely to see you. It looks like you've brought a friend along with you, too.
Hello, Bora. It's lovely to see you as well. And yes, this is Professor Dodona. He's from the Olympia region, and he's traveled all this way because he'd like to ask you some questions about the Aurora Stone.
Well, it's great to meet you, Professor. As Tamarack said, my name is Bora, and it sounds like he's already told you that I watch over the Aurora Stone for our beloved Norclo region.
Why are you just living in the
What
middle
is
of
it that
nowhere,
you
though?
wanted to know? It's actually kind of funny that you've arrived when you have, because some other fellows got here not too long ago to ask some similar questions. They're in the other room.
Nani?
Professor Tamarack, Professor Dodona, I'd like you to meet Professor Fur of the Cascade region and Professor Cedar of the Assone region.
Reading
My
so much fan
goodness, so
service
many
for
bright
things I don't
minds in
even
one
know what
place.
they
This
are.
must be important.
Tamarack, Dodonna, good to meet you both. As Bora mentioned, I am... Hang on, wait a minute. You actually sound a lot like me. Have we met somewhere before or something? I don't think so. Must be a professor thing. Anyway, as I was saying, I am Professor Fur. I hail from the Cascade region just south of Norclo, and I study the unique weather phenomena that occurs here. Since Norclo has some weather phenomena itself, I came to ask Bora questions, considering the troubling events back in Cascade.
What? The weather is acting up for you too.
Indeed it is. It's behaving even stranger than it usually does lately. I wondered if the answer to solving it might lie in the weather controlling properties that the Aurora Stone seems to have, which is why I came to see Bora.
Well, Miss Bora, I came to see you because of some weather problems of my own. You see, there is a great storm known as the Tempest that is brewing above Olympia right now, and it's shaping up to be unlike anything we have ever seen before. I came here for the same reason as Professor Fur, wondering if the Aurora Stone might hold the key to my region's problems. But it seems like these problems do not just lie with my region alone.
Yes, it seems that would be the case. As the two of you mentioned, the Aurora Stone
Key
acts as
item.
a control agent
Let's
for the
go.
weather of the Norclo region. It is a constant, keeping everything in check, which is probably why Norclo hasn't experienced any strange phenomena itself. I suspect, however, that maybe if this Tempest is truly as bad as Professor Dodona says it is, that its effects might be pouring out into neighboring regions and could be causing these adverse effects that Professor Fur is experiencing in Cascade.
Which is exactly why I'm here. As Boris so graciously mentioned earlier, I'm Professor Cedar, and I traveled here from the far-off Assone region. While Assone has not been plagued with any kind of weather phenomena, it is easy for a man like myself to see that something is amiss. As a Pokemon expert, I suspected that the power of a Pokemon could be behind
So
this,
many
and as a specialist on Pokemon intelligence, I am aware of Cardivios and its unique trait of convening directly with humans as part of a joint effort to protect the Aurora Stone. So naturally that brought me here to see if I could stop whatever's happening before it reaches the shores of Assone. After all, I did just buy a house overlooking the beach, and I kinda don't want it underwater.
You know, you kind of sound like... never mind. I think it's clear to see that our troubles have a common source.
If they do that
and I
every
fear
time,
that the source
it's-
is Olympia.
swear.
Our region is already well known for its storms, so I don't think it's any coincidence that other regions are experiencing trouble at the same time that this unusual tempest is beginning to form.
I think you may be right, which means that stopping the Tempest should be of the utmost importance. Since you came all the way for advice, though, let me suggest something, if I may. With this storm being of such malicious origin based on how you've described it, it is clear that the origin itself is also unnatural. Something in Olympia is out of balance with regards to the storm, and it needs to be put back in balance in order for it to subside. So that is my advice to you. Restore balance to your region. And for the other two of you, Professor Fur, Professor Cedar, I would suggest that you keep a close eye on your regions as well, and be prepared to offer some assistance to Olympia if need be.
I love when nobody in these situations ever is like, let me look back on, like, the ancient legendary Pokemon of my region and, like see what their abilities are. Maybe they're causing this Tempest. That'd be crazy. Or, like, like Eternatus, like, they actually, did they know that it was him that was causing Dynamax? I can't remember if they did, but, I don't know. I just work here.
And if I may chime in one more time, I wanted to reiterate the importance of looking for a connection between this storm and one of your local Pokemon, Professor Dodona. We've all researched Pokemon for a long time, and we all know what they're capable of. But as I've discovered myself, they're immensely intelligent creatures. They know how to respond if something is wrong, and they'll do whatever they can to bring things back to normal. That is one of the great things about Pokemon, after all. They don't really have any ulterior motives. They just want to live and let live. So it's possible that a Pokemon with the power to create such a storm is being tampered with,
Thank
and
you.
that would definitely be something you want to look into.
That is sound advice indeed, Professor Cedar. Well, I think we all know what we need to do now. Go and take care of your home regions. The rest of the world is counting on you. And if you should ever need any more assistance in the future, remember, we're all just a phone call away.
Thank you. It's good to know that we can all converse like this when we need to. By the way, what will you be doing here in Norclo? Things are peaceful right now. Is there anything you're doing with all that extra time?
Well, my boy, as you get older, I think you'll find that there's always something that's keeping you occupied. If you're anything like me, you'll never truly get a rest. However, I am soon going to be passing on the title of Protector of the Aurora Stone to my granddaughter, as my time in that position is coming to a close and she is just about ready to accept the role herself.
Is that the protagonist of Cardinal, or is that just another character in that? Because I mean, it's highlighted red. It's important.
Other than making me feel really old, it's actually exciting.
That certainly is exciting, but I best be getting back to Cascade now. Thank you for everything, Bora.
Indeed. Thank you very much.
It's been great to see you, Bora. Thank you for your help.
My pleasure, everyone. My pleasure. Have a safe trip home.
What? You got free? Who's this dude?
Well. That was quite a meeting of the minds. I knew that old woman had something up her sleeve. Although even I never could have expected it to be something that controls the weather. I thought the Aurora Stone was just a myth. But it seems like it's actually legit after all. I think this will prove to be very helpful to the cause of my new organization.
Evil Laugh wasn't bad. The rest of it was a little bit overdone, but I mean, Evil Laugh was kind of on par, actually.
Hello, everyone, and
Beautiful, fantastic. Alright. On to the next one.
The Pokemon trading card game. Sword
Yeah, I
and
actually
Shield,
play that. That's crazy.
Evolving
I actually really
Skies.
want to play
Available
Rayquaza
now.
VMAX. Like, it looks like a fun card. This is a series I made by Pokemon fans for Pokemon fans. It's a speculative video. It is a speculative visual and novel series showcasing ideas for what I'd love to see in the world of Pokemans. It is not endorsed by, affiliated with, or please support the official Pokemon franchise, my favorite and best video game franchise. My favorite and the best video game series ever. It's pretty good. There's a lot of video games. I'm gonna just make sure my mic is still working. Sick. Hey, look, there's episode 2 and Yan and Lo-Fi Girl. Okay, let's watch this one. It do be raining. Let me press start. I'm gonna press start. There it is. Oh, this is, yeah, I forgot. I saw this somewhere. I think it was in, like, the trailer for it, because it looks like Coliseum. Which is awesome, because I was just playing Coliseum. Go watch it on my YouTube. Maybe watch the most recent video.
The
'cause
wind
old
blows
ones aren't
strong
great.
today.
Oh, whoa.
The wind blows strong today. I hope your travel was calm. Hello and welcome to the world of
hey, it's the
Pokemon.
guy.
But you've heard that many times before, haven't you? I see you. All of you. I see all the regions you've traveled in ages gone by. From Kanto to Galar, from Norclo to Asone and beyond. I can
know
tell
about
you're a
that.
very well-traveled Pokemon trainer. All of you. And there are many. I say there may be more of you than there are Pokemon on this island. Pokemon are wondrous creatures. Most are part of nature, others are human-made, and some are the stuff of myth and legends. My job as a professor and oracle is to research these Pokemon myths and make sense of the nonsensical, to wonder about the wondrous. But enough of...
Why? Get out of here. Go away. Shoot.
these Pokemon myths and make sense of the nonsensical, to wonder about the wondrous. But enough about me. Welcome, champions, to this Olympia region. I hear all of you have many wonderful stories of your own. Perhaps you've met a legendary Pokemon or two yourself. I hear all of
I already heard, I can't English. I heard that we're already champions. That's like of a past region. That's like our thing, I guess. I don't know. I just work here, okay? I just how do I do commentary? How do I like talk to people? How do I do the things I need to do on stream? Like I guess right now I'm just like watching something, so it's not really important. I don't know.
But enough about me. Welcome, champions, to this Olympia region. I hear all of you have many wonderful stories of your own. Perhaps you've met a legendary Pokemon or two yourself. Thank you for agreeing to my invite. I see you left all your Pokemon at home. This Olympia region has a very delicate ecosystem, and your presence here is unusual for many. But you'll learn all about that soon enough. A world full of untold wonders and mysteries awaits you. Let's delay no longer. Let's go!
Okay, sick.
Champion, I should introduce myself. I am Professor Dodona.
That font's
Welcome to
gonna
my
hurt
lab
my
in
eyes.
Trickletown. This sleepy town is the
Trickletown.
smallest in the region and is my home. I've lived here through 5 different Tempests. When I was a young man, I traveled across the land.
Wait, there have been 5 Tempests already? And I still haven't figured it out? Alright.
Is my home. I've lived here through 5 different Tempests. When I was a young man, I traveled across the land, from the Elderwood Forest to the tip of Mount Olympia, collecting Pokemon and even taking on the Pokemon League. But Trickletown has been my home through it all. Of course, nowadays, this town is bustling with travelers from across the world of ours. It's the busiest I've ever known it to be, ever since the last Tempest ended and the tourists have arrived. But listen to me rambling on. First, the formalities. A gift for you, champion. As you are unable to bring Pokemon of your own, you'll need a partner if you are to travel across Olympia. And what would be more fitting for us than to give you one of the Pokemon that all the trainers start with here in Olympia? Who knows? This Pokemon and you may just become good friends. First, we have Twiguana, the Iguana Pokemon. These Pokemon are strategic and tough in battle. Scientists in other regions thought this Pokemon was an extinct species until...
They got stats and they got hidden abilities and abilities. That's kind of pog. Actually, put some like stuff. Oh, yo, honey, how are you? Welcome back. How's it been? Oh, if I just went down to exit full screen. I have it open on my phone. I don't need to go check Streamlabs. I'm like half asleep. It's pretty late. Did you end up beating Emerald? Because I sure haven't. I've been slacking for a little bit.
it was discovered thriving here in Olympia. This Pokemon truly is an example of how unique life can be here in Olympia, and how truths once lost can be found again. Next up, we have the Pokemon Emble. Emble is the flaming calf Pokemon, and is a sprightly little
Emboar,
fella, known for being a hothead and charging into...
Like a basic, and like... Okay, whatever. I haven't? Yeah, no, I haven't. It's, yeah, I think I just, I ended up not playing for like a week after, I think it was Norman, and I've just been really busy with like a bunch of other stuff recently, just like IRL mainly, and like I upload my stuff to YouTube, or at least I try to, so I've been editing, and that takes a little bit, you know, so it's been a little while, but yeah, I have not. I should. You haven't touched Pokemon at all? For real? I saw you were playing Minecraft last time I watched you, but I haven't really been watching many other Twitch streamers, so I don't know what else do you really play? Like, I mean, I really like Minecraft, I really like Pokemon, obviously, fantastic games.
situations. This is truly the most tenacious partner you can think of. You know this Pokemon's heart is full of fire when black...
Sheer force? What does... Oh no, I rewound. Oh god. Or did I go forward? What the freak? Where was I? Oh. Hey, that's the other starter. That's great. Oh no, I have to... Oh, you don't stream? Who am I thinking of? Really? I'm mixing you up with someone who hosted me. Where... You just... Bro. I haven't streamed it forever, homie. What stream did you show up on? Oh, I don't have a third screen to look up what sheer force is. I'm livid. I can't find out what sheer force is. Frick. Oh, wait. I have a third tab. It's fine. We can open it. Sheer force Pokemon. Sheer Force raises the power of all damaging moves that have any additional effects by 30%. That's not bad, actually, to be honest. That's kind of sick. So, like, if it burns or something. That's, like, really pog. Yeah, no, honey, I actually have, like... Oh, no, because I actually remember calling you honey. I remember that now that I just said that. That's so funny. I don't remember what I was doing at the time, but I remember having a pretty long conversation with you. I don't even remember what it was about. Holy heck. That's so funny. My bad. I'm also pretty tired, like I was saying.
For being a hothead and charging into situations. This is truly the most tenacious partner you can think of. You know this Pokemon's heart is full of fire when black smoke billows from its nose. This Pokemon truly represents a region with an unmovable spirit. If that sounds like you, pick Emble. Finally, we have Kingfisher, the water sword Pokemon. This Pokemon is renowned for being an excellent diving Pokemon, skewering prey in its sword-like beak. It can react to its surroundings with rapid speed and can change the direction it's flying in an instant. Truly, this...
I don't like their hexagon. I don't like the way the stats are, like, shown. Oh, yeah! You were there for my Emerald stream. I totally forgot about that. Yeah. No, I still haven't beaten Emerald, yeah. It's been like, I don't even know. It's been like a couple of months since I started it, and it's been like a couple of weeks since I last streamed it. I ended up losing to the 5th gym leader, and then I just literally just got busy with a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, no, that was really crazy. Like, I want to try a 1-mon run just because of that. I remember we were talking about that now.
This Pokemon is renowned for being an excellent diving Pokemon, skewering prey in its sword-like beak. It can react to its surroundings with rapid speed and can change the direction it's flying in an instant. Truly, this Pokemon represents Olympia's adaptability to change, a quality needed in any champion, don't you agree?
What is Kingsblade? What are these things? Oh my god, I need to just keep a second tab of Chrome open. Kingsblade Pokemon. It's Aegislash's ability? No, that's stance change. Alright, this is a made-up one. Okay.
You agree? And there you have it. This troublesome trio...
Damn, I'm not forgettable. No, I just don't stream that often, so I'm terrible at remembering people. I'm sure big streamers probably also don't remember their chat members, but I just, I think, realistically, I get, like, one person coming in here, like, a month, and, it's just hard to remember names. I can't even remember my coworkers' names, to be honest. I'm kind of bad at that.
Are the perfect companions to any trainer here in Olympia. So who would you like to train as a gift? Ah yes, I should probably mention that while I am a man of science, I am also known as the Oracle Professor. I can see who you'll pick, and not just in this reality, but across the Pokeverse. What? I see. Between all of you, you'll take all of them. Maybe let me know in the comments exactly which Pokemon you chose. And later in this Pokemon journey, you'll surely get to see your partner grow and evolve. You'll get to catch other Pokemon too, so let me know from video to video just how your team is coming along. I know starting with a new partner may seem simple for someone as esteemed as yourself, but just because you're a champion doesn't mean you don't have a lot to learn. But I'm rambling on again. Look at you. You've been in Olympia only a short while and already have yourself your first Pokemon. I would recommend you take on the Pokemon League Challenge and show the world what you came here to do. But first, there is someone else here. Someone who I know is dying to meet you. Head to the house north of Route 1. My underling is waiting for you there. It'll give you time to train with your partner. What to the house north of Route 1. My underling is waiting for you there. It'll give you time to train with your partner. Good luck, and see you again soon.
This is how fast YouTube is with Brave.
It might be a scam. You might be speaking facts. I'm not entirely sure though. That underling?
Hey, Pokemon Masters! Welcome to the Slimpia
hi.
region. And would you look at you? You've already chosen a partner Pokemon, and that's great.
I want the fire
You
one.
already
I like
know me,
fire.
I'm Birdkeeper Toby, and this region is a place I've been eager to share with you for so long. So if you don't mind, my voice might be popping up from time to time to act as your guide across this part of the Pokemon world. I guess, though, you...
Breaking the fourth wall is so 2016 Deadpool. Get out of here, Birdkeeper Toby. Come on, man. Come on.
could do with a little context if you're going to be traveling the region with just this partner Pokemon of yours and some Pokeballs at your back, so here goes. This is the Slimpia region, and the Slimpia region has a very unique ecology. This island nation has existed in solitude for great periods of time across the history of the Pokemon world, due to enormous storms known as Tempests. A Tempest is a storm that surrounds the island that is caused by some kind of local legendary Pokemon here on the island, and they're no ordinary storms. They can last from months to decades, with the longest said to have been even 100 years long. And
Bro,
in all that time, the other regions of the Pokemon world...
So over the course of the last like 2 centuries, or however long this has been taking place, if one of them was a century, yeah, his leg or their leg, because I'm pretty, their legs are very long. I don't know what the deal is. But nobody over the course of that time has just seen that Pokemon and been like, ah, yo, Master Ball. like nobody. Whatever.
World advance and progress technologically speaking, while this region sits safely at the eye of the storm, undisturbed and unchanged. Very few trainers have ever been able to sail through a Tempest and either access or leave Slimpia, but as a renowned Pokemon trainer from another region, you've been invited here especially. The last Tempest only ended 6 months ago, and since then trainers and tourists and less responsible types have been appearing at Trickletown every day. Trickletown, by the way, is a sleepy little village on the front side of the island that has no gym to speak of, but sits as a perfect intersection between routes 1, 2, and 3. So why don't you take your first steps out of the lab door and,
Stop.
Oh, wait, it sounds like
Again?
someone's coming.
Hey, you!
Hi.
Did Professor Dodonna really just give you a Pokemon?
3, actually.
You? An outsider? Oh, I see. You're supposed to be that hotshot champion from another region,
Yeah.
right? Okay, little champ. I want to see your moves.
Okay.
See, to be clear, this is my town and my island. I'm here to give you a taste of Olympia.
I literally just
Well,
heard there's
it
no
looks like
gym
you're
leader.
being challenged to your first Pokemon battle here in Slimpia, and a champion like you can't decline, so do the world a favor and don't lose your first match.
Honey, thank you so much for seconding me on that, because it's terrible. I hate it. They could have done anything else and it would have been better, just not that, but it's at least readable and it's not actually hurting my eyes like I thought it was gonna, so it's whatever.
Match okay?
Let's throw you back.
It is stylized as well, I'm not gonna lie. It works for the vibe they're going for. It works for the vibe they're going for. But I don't know. I don't like it.
On decline, so do the world a favor and don't lose your first match, okay?
Let's throw you back into the sea. Go, Capon!
Cap on? Cap? You're capping?
Alright, your first new Olympian Pokemon. This Pokemon appears to be Capon, the chick Pokemon. And as you don't have your Pokedex yet, you don't know much about it.
You've got to be Cap on. Come on, man. Just you can't read. Oh, it's okay. They're gonna say it anyway. They voice acted it.
Still, it looks evident looking at it that it would be a flying type. If you chose the grass starter, then you're in for a slightly harder time against its peck attack. It also knows scratch and sand attack, but other than that, it's a pretty straightforward battle. You're probably just getting some deja vu of your early days as a trainer.
Probably only
My
knows
Capon
tackle
is
anyway.
special.
What are the odds that he knows
Everyone
peck?
can tell.
Your starters should all be equipped with moves that are able to handle this, tackle and wing attack, and don't worry, because after this battle you'll level up right away, meaning depending on the starter you picked, Razor Leaf, Water Gun and Ember will join your move pool. It shouldn't be hard to prove to this person that you're not called a champion for no reason.
Ah, my Pokemon! Fine, you've beaten me. I'll give you
Hog.
that. But I didn't think your Pokemon was very strong
even
for
do
someone who's
anything.
supposed to.
This is the most satisfying Pokemon game ever. I literally don't have to press anything except spacebar when I want to talk.
Be a champion. Heck, I know kids at the trainer school with stronger Pokemon. How rude of me. I've introduced myself in the art of battle. But you don't even know who you're speaking to. I'm Cass. Cass of Trickletown. Cass of Solympia. This is my home, you hear me? Not just this town, but this island. And you Stormers are why I need to get stronger. Head home, little champ. You may have won this battle, but next time, I'll be putting you in your place.
Now, Cass, this person's our special guest. I saw the battle through the window. Champion, it's true that outsiders and the mainlanders sometimes clash, but not all of them do. I'm good friends with a Stormer, as they call them. A professor who lives on Route 1. Still, a little rivalry is healthy for everyone, and I see it. You two are connected. I'm glad I caught you, Champion. I nearly forgot.
This is my rival? I didn't think this was my rival. It's better than Hop and How, but I mean... Kind of feels like Silver Jr. Whatever, I'll take it. It's not Hop.
Cass, it's good you're here too. I've written to the principal and got permission for you like you asked. You've been given leave to survey the island with your very own Pokedex.
Really, Professor?
Yes, here.
Honey, you think everybody is sus, okay? Come on.
Take one.
That Pokedex is kind of clean, not gonna cap.
Wait, you're giving a Stormer a Pokedex too?
Of
Yeah,
course. Great journeys should never be traveled alone. I'll also give you these Pokeballs.
I don't even
With
have to
them,
do
you should
sound
travel
effects when I make
Solympia and
this
research
video.
as many of the local Pokemon as you can. I hear this is quite commonplace in other regions. By sharing this information with the world, we can all gain a better understanding of what's out there. We can see beyond our little island home.
Fine. But let's be clear, I'm nobody's rival. This so-called champion had quite a dose of beginner's luck. This island is my home. Our home, Professor Dodonna. I don't think it's a good idea to just invite people here to see all our Pokemon. Who knows what they'll do? Stormers.
Catch 'em all.
I'm sorry about her, dear champion. The trainer school recently had to be moved to Rumbleton, the next town over, to make way for the new port. It's caused a lot of change in the life of many of my students. Acclimating to something new isn't an easy process for those who are closed off to change. If I was her, well, she's probably heading to Route 1 now. That's where she met her partner Pokemon all those years ago. It's also where you'll find my colleague.
She met that bird thing like years ago, and it's still like level 5 and losing to my starter.
Studying wild Pokemon from a small house on the north side. Jolly man, big heart. Oh my, I'm rambling again. Head to Route 1. I'm sure you'll see for yourself. Safe travels.
Wow, what a nice old man. It's a shame that it wasn't a completely warm welcome here in Solympia, but I'm sure Cass will come around when she sees how nice you really are. And with that sorted, you are heading out to Route 1. Heading north from Trickletown and finally setting out onto a new Pokemon adventure, this route is a long stretch of grassy plains, split into two by a very short caved path. The cave looks to be a relatively short tunnel.
This looks like it would be lame in a Pokemon game, but in a visual novel, the background kind of slaps, not gonna cap.
Split into two by a very short caved path. The cave looks to be a relatively short tunnel system connected to the base of a bigger mountain in the west, a mountain in the middle of 3, and you recognize it. Where you're going to tread is into the base of Mount Solympia itself. However,
We didn't even run into like the region's Rattata or anything. We're just like, I'm gonna go into a cave. Yep, cave. We're cave diving. We're spelunking. We are spelunking day 1 in this new region. No gear, no nothing. Level 5 Pokemon.
for now,
That's what spelunking means, right? We're gonna Google spelunking. I didn't keep another Chrome tab open. Frick. Spelunking. The exploration of caves, especially as a hobby. Yeah, spelunking. Yeah, okay. I learned that from The Dark Knight. Sue me.
the only place this passage is into the base of Mount Solympia itself. However, for now, the only place this passage will take you is between the south and north portions of this route. Before that, you're surrounded by grassy areas and a few low-level trainers from the trainer school in the upcoming town.
I'm gonna beat him up.
Wow, a new trainer.
Yo, it's
I
Joey.
wonder if you're any good.
I got a Pokemon from Professor Dodonna.
God,
You don't
it's-
stand a chance.
It's literally the
All of
Kanto
these
ones.
trainers will be battling you using Pokemon that you can find here on this route. So if you want to be prepared for them, it's time to step into the tall grass and discover the first few Pokemon that you can catch here on Route 1. Other than your starter, this Pokemon is the first to be registered
Barbug.
into your Pokedex. Barbug. Barbug is the spiky ball Pokemon, and this bug poison type is really common around this area. They are a pain for travelers who aren't prepared for them. Their spike body attaches them to most things they touch, causing a great deal of pain. Luckily, you're prepared with the starter Pokemon, and if you wanted to catch one...
It's basically the same thing as, I think it's Stunfisk? Yeah, because there's Galarian Stunfisk. Yeah, it's just like a mine. It's like, he's got a shell. He's a fire type. I can't even remember. He lays shell trap, I think. But yeah, same sort of thing.
Too difficult.
Except poison.
Next up is a Pokemon you've seen before. This cute chick Pokemon is a normal flying type and is known as Capon. It knows your basic peck and scratch style moves. You may also notice that these wild Capon look somewhat different to the one that Cass had, but you can't put your finger on what exactly it is. However, if you're incredibly lucky, you may find one like Cass's. The chances of this, though, seem really small, so I'm not sure how many of you this will affect. Maybe 1 in 8,000? You may also notice some familiar faces on this route, in the form of Pichu and Slackoff, and I won't say too much, but there's the possible promise for regional variation down the line. Not for every Pokemon that you'll encounter, but maybe...
Can spiky-eared Pichu be from this region? Please, for the love of God, I would... I'd catch so many. I'd hatch all the eggs. I'd have a farm of them. I'd sit down and watch the sunset on a grateful farm of Pichus with spiky ears.
Maybe for some. Still, regional variation down the line. Not for every Pokemon that you'll encounter, but maybe for some. Still, if you want to complete your Pokedex, you should pick them up. However, there's still one more new Pokemon that you're yet to see here on Route 1, and that is Rataroo. Rataroo is the jump kick Pokemon, a fighting type that can kick really hard. According to the Pokedex, they use their powerful legs to launch themselves into the air and then land with a devastating blow. Of course, this means that it's a Pokemon that can learn high jump kick really early on, which will make it a great addition to your team. And these are just a handful of Pokemon that you'll find here on the island of Solympia. And they, along with your starters, make for just a fraction of the over 100 never-before-discovered creatures that live here on the island. Though, if you're particularly studious, you may have already heard of a handful of them from past tales of mine. Anyway, which ones will you add to your team? Let me know in the comments below. I want to know each episode what your team is looking like. Ahead of you stands the Solympia Passage, the base of Mount Solympia, and you must pass through here to continue your journey. As you peek inside the... I want to know each episode...
Alright. I mean, so far if I'm capping at 6, realistically, I've got the starter. I'm definitely picking up Pichu. Definitely trying to get a Slacking. Rataroo. I'd probably just take the... Yeah, I mean, I'd fill up on L6. Yeah, you've got to.
Episode, what your team is looking like. Ahead of you stands the Solympia Passage, the base of...
I thought it took me that long to get to figuring out that I can't take the other 2 of the 8, so it's 6. That's a full party. Anyways.
Mount Solympia. And you must pass through here to continue your journey. As you peek inside the entrance, you hear a jolly voice echoing.
Ho, 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 I say! What a splendid show of fisticuffs!
But that, sadly, is all the time that we have for today's episode, and that's okay, because to celebrate the premiere of this new series, I've uploaded episode 2 of Pokemon Tempest along with episode 1, so you can find out what happens next right now on the channel. From now on, these episodes are going to air at the exact same time every week, on Fakemon Friday, as I'll be calling it, at 1:30 PDT. In addition to my regular once-a-week upload, this is also going on as one big Pokemon epic. So if you don't want to miss any episodes, make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell turned on. I also want to say a huge thank you to anyone who has been supporting my channel.
Okay, if you want to listen to that, go watch his, the actual thing. Actually, I highly recommend actually watching it and supporting him. Because, he actually put work into this, and I sat here and recorded myself talking over it every 2 minutes. Do I have enough time? Oh, I totally have enough time. Yeah, sure. We'll watch the second one.
Attention gamers.
Attention
Man,
gamers.
I wish I found this program sooner. Outplayed records highlights of your game completely.
Especially gaming ones. I hate gaming ads. They're so bad. Especially when they're not for me. Oh yeah, so that's the rival and the main character, and yeah. Oh, then that's legendary. Why is there a loading screen?
Hello, Pokemon Masters, and welcome back to the second
You wasted time. Why did you put in a loading screen? I swear to God. Like, it did look good, but like, why?
Hello, Pokemon Masters, and welcome back to the second episode of Pokemon Tempest. If you haven't seen episode 1, I strongly suggest you check it out and get caught up. This is a new weekly series coming out on the channel, in addition to my typical weekly uploads, of course. And think of it as one big Pokemon epic, made possible by my Patreons. You can find a link to my Patreon, as well as episode 1 and all of the artists associated with this series in the description of this video. And if you are caught up, then you're ready to continue on your journey through the region of Solympia. And in fact, Route 1 is divided up in half by a passageway at the base of Mount Solympia. This small tunnel is windy on the inside, with places for new Pokemon to hide, so searching behind rocks will give you access to hidden items like potions and Pokeballs, as well as allow you to expand your team. Both Aron and Munchlax can be found in this cave, as well as the previously mentioned Rattaru, but there are 2 new Pokemon that you might find here. In fact, there's one jumping out at you right now. This is Cyrox, the relentless Pokemon, and it's known for being a true leader
Physical
in
attack?
battle.
I'm taking
it's a
that
fighting rock
thing
type,
for
and initial
sure.
reports of this Pokemon in other regions were exaggerated, suggesting they were giants. This has drawn many scientists to come to the island to come and study them. A cool rock and fighting type to add to your team. It knows moves like Brick Break, Rock Smash, and Dynamic Punch from its time training, as well as wielding powerful rock moves like Rock Throw to begin with, and then over time that could become Rock Slide. And speaking of rocks, here comes another new Pokemon. This is Snebel, and it's a ground rock Pokemon that actually isn't native to the region of Solympia at all, but according to its Pokedex entry was imported here from Norclo, a faraway region you might be familiar with if you've seen Pokemon Cardinal. Anyway, since coming here they've preyed on the local Rattaru and have become,
in the Cardinal prologue I watched earlier, I'm just dumb.
Quite the pest. Still, if you choose to pick one up, I'm sure it'll evolve into something.
Alright, this thing's cute and all, but like, I think I'm just taking the rock fighting thing. And swapping it for probably Rattaru. I forget who else there could be. Oh yeah, that was last video. I can't check.
Something very, very cool. I wonder how these Pokemon got here all the way from the Norclo region.
Ho ho! Good show, I say.
Oh, it's that guy.
It's been a while since I've had a good game of fisticuffs.
How does someone like you move so fast?
If I were you, I'd be napping all the time.
You do nap all the time, Crash.
Gee, mellow out, and don't call me out in front of the old-timer.
Look, people are coming.
Oh, this is getting tiring. Don't you
Forgot
agree?
I heard about them too.
Yeah, we just wanted to find a place to nap. How are we supposed to know this passage is a protected nature reserve?
The old man back there put up quite a fight. He's good enough to be a gym leader or something.
Hey, Crash.
Wait, yo, they fixed the font. How did the font get better over the course of one episode when he released them on the same day? Toby, I appreciate you, for real.
Who is this?
I don't know how you use psychic. Just a Zubat. Oh, I'm a champion. Okay,
to be standing there all quiet like. I bet you have a problem with us snoozing too. That's it, Mello. Let's show this one how we do it in Team Snooze.
Well, look at that. It seems these two are Team Snooze grunts. Team Snooze hasn't been a real evil team in years. I wonder what they're doing here in Solympia. Well, right now they're challenging you to a double battle, of course. Don't just stand there. You should send out your starter alongside another team member.
Oh, yo, that's the guy I did just choose him.
Time to wake up, Munchlax.
Go slack off!
And that is also my starter.
Of course, a Munchlax and a Slack Off. Nothing too exciting and very on brand for Team Snooze. Still, there's no new Pokemon here and their Pokemon have no type advantages, so putting them under the table will be a piece of cake.
Yeah, they kind of just get murked every time.
You think we wouldn't bring backup? Let's go, Hoot Hoot!
Come on out, Snows!
Wow, look at that, a new Pokemon. Your Pokedex registers this Pokemon as Snows, the sleepy Pokemon, and it comes out of the Pokeball while in a state of sleep. Its new Sweet Dreams ability means that while asleep, its attacks do 2 times their usual damage.
Oh,
but
so
it's
it's
just
a
a
sleep
normal
talk?
type, and apparently you can find them by headbutting trees back in Trickletown. The Pokedex says that these Pokemon use their arms to dangle from trees. Enjoying tranquility and peace, they only climb down to cuddle up to trainers who take a nap under the tree branches.
Use Snore Attack, Snows!
A nice attack, but nothing I expect your starter can't handle.
Whoa, you're good enough to be a champion or something. What the heck?
That's it. We should head back to Rumbletown. Listen up, trainer. We're not your enemy.
Yeah, whatever you heard of Team Snooze is wrong. We're the good guys just down for a good time and some R&R.
We're just surveying the island. When we find the perfect vacation spot, we can finally fulfill our dream. Like I promised you, Mello.
Oh, Crash, you really mean?
That's right. Snoozeland, the ultimate holiday and resort. Let's get out of here, Mello. Leave this snoozer to it.
Snoozer like loser?
Yeah.
But we're snoozers.
Oh, I'll have to sleep on that, maybe come up with a new catchphrase. Later, winner.
I don't know, the sleep puns, I actually have some respect for it, to be honest. I it's kind of wacky, but like, they just kind of slide them in there really slyly, and it fits really well with their characters.
Well, I'm sure glad that's over with. I wonder who they were running from in the first place. As you head through the rest of the passage, I'm sure there are other trainers to battle and train against, but eventually you'll exit the passage to the north side of Route 1. Now, while searching in the tall grass, there are 2 more wild Pokemon that you can find here, but
this looks
only
a lot
at
like Route 1.
nighttime. See, in the day, Capon can be found here, but at night, Hoot-Hoot wake up and appear more frequently. However, on a rare occasion, you might find an incredible new Pokemon with really bulky stats for this stage, and that is the Pokemon Corviknight. Corviknight is a ghost flying type and is the Skull Raven Pokemon. Tales say that this Pokemon flies across the island carrying messages of the departed. It's incredibly intelligent and understands the contents of the letters it travels by seeing the look on the reader's face. It's a very loyal Pokemon, and with its wing attack and ominous wind, a Pokemon like this will be a valuable asset to any trainer's team. And I'll give you a hint. It'll be very useful against the first gym if you luck into catching it.
Snag, take it, take it.
Let's say you have to read an incredibly long email from your boss that you have to finish before
what
the
deal is with Google when I'm not using it.
Well.
Oh wait, actually, this is on YouTube, and it might end up going on YouTube someday. Probably not anytime soon, but it might. So I probably shouldn't be talking anything about Google.
It'll be very useful against the first gym if you luck into catching
take this thing for the rat.
Well, hello there. I say, what a way you battle. I saw you in the cave. You must be the champion from off the island. Tell me, how is she? The ocean, the outside world. Have you ever been to my home region of Norclo? Excuse me, I'm getting ahead of myself. My name is Professor Lawrence, and I live here and study the local Pokemon wildlife. But like you, I'm from another region altogether. I say, just thinking of the soft snowfall of Norclo, the northern breeze, mining into some glaciers and finding fossils, it sends a chill of excitement up my spine. But I came here on only a short expedition, you see, but when the last Tempest started, I was stranded. I had no choice but to put down some roots here, and I've been studying with Professor Dodona ever since. 10 years it's been, and now he sends you to me as I asked. Hurrah! But first, please honor me, won't you, with a battle?
And here he comes. It's Professor Lawrence himself, leading with one of his own Pokemon, Snubbull. You've probably battled this Pokemon before in this Olympia passage, so battling this one and taking it down won't give you too much trouble. However, once you dispatch that, he has another new Pokemon to show you.
Go, Hermite!
This is Hermite, the homeless spirit Pokemon. Hermite are born looking to find a home. It likes to tuck itself away under pebbles and rocks, and it's never truly satisfied until it finds the sturdiest pebble to hide in. They are said to love ancient Pokemon burial grounds, and of course they carry both the ghost and rock type. Your Pokedex indicates that Hermite can't be found though until much later on, so this is just going to be a brief encounter.
Good, because I was not going to be taking that thing until I saw the stats of the final evolution, to be honest. It's
Hermite, use Astonish!
So this is just going to be a brief encounter.
the Hermite doing?
Use Astonish! With basic Ghost and Rock moves coming your way, you should be prepared to keep type advantages in mind. Even if you picked up a Cyrox in the cave, its fighting moves will be negated by Hermite's Ghost typing, so abilities and status moves might be the way to go here. I say, what a sprightly young trainer. Now that's true skill. I haven't battled like that since I was a gym leader. Thank you for putting on a good show. At this point, I'd love to award you with a badge, but that's not my place, you see. Besides, there are no gym badges on this island anyway.
Oh.
Regardless, I'm working to take over from Professor Dodona when he goes traveling the Pokemon world.
I guess the no gym badges thing is probably a good creative choice anyway, to be honest.
But, dear champion, I have something to ask of you. A favor.
A favor?
You see this mountain we stand below? This is Mount Solympia. At the top sits this region's Pokemon League, and it's run by quite the strong and enigmatic fellow. They call him the Will of the Isle. Quite the title, I say.
How do I get there?
His affection may be
How do I get there with no gym badges then?
to win the island over, to show them the beauty of how we outsiders battle. The Solympians, you see, have always been, cautious of off-islanders. I dream to show that we're not all that bad and that we bring hope and to share our knowledge of the world outside. But alas, I was clumsy when I first arrived here, and now my Snebble from Norclo has overpopulated in the local Solympian passage, and for many, those first impressions last. But you're a fresh face, and I can see that you are kind and good. If you took on the Pokemon League and obtained all of the gym coins, you could take on this Will of the Island and show them what we outsiders are all about. Open them up to the rest of the world. Will you do it? Will you take him on and win over the Will of the Island? Hurrah! Of course you would say yes, but to the point. To challenge this champion, you must summit Mount Solympia with the gym badges, coins of the region that they use here. Most regions, there are 8 gym, coins.
Sorry, I'm back. I had the stream open, but my mom was mad at me. Oh, you're vibing. Welcome back.
Hurrah! Of course you would say yes, but to the point. To challenge this...
Basically, recap, I don't even remember what you missed. Basically, you just, I'm taking on the champion, I guess. Amazing. And there are gym coins instead of gym badges.
Champion, you must summit Mount Solympia with the gym badges, coins of the region that they use here. Most regions, there are 8 gym badges, but here in Solympia, it's hard to say if they've truly adopted the tradition. I know for sure, though, that there is one gym leader living in Rumbletown to the east of here. It's just a short walk, but I warn you, that one's a meanie. They're certainly not too fond of me. Go, challenge the gym, win the coin, and meet me back at Dodona's lab when you have it.
Oh, and I also like the font a little bit better in this one, but it's still not great.
Then, we'll really see if you have what it takes. Cheerio!
Cheerio!
Well, there you have it. That was Professor Lawrence, and he has a bit of a mission for you. One I expect you're probably interested in. Traveling around a whole new region, catching never-before-seen Pokemon, training and proving that you are a Pokemon Master. If that does interest you, then you'll have to join me every week on Fakemon Friday at 1:30 PDT for new episodes.
Alright. It's been about an hour. I highly recommend, y'all go check them out. Every Pokemon game storyline ever, fight the gym, get the stuff. Dude, exactly. That's so true. Why is it so facts? I mean, hopefully Legends Arceus is different. I don't know what the deal is with gym coins. Maybe there's a little bit more than 8 or maybe less. I don't know. We'll see what the difference is, and hopefully it serves a purpose. But yeah, I think Cheerio is probably where we're gonna end it. It's kind of perfect. Honey, good seeing you again. Go sub to my YouTube, I guess. That's how I should be ending streams more often, by saying that, I guess. Sorry you showed up right at the end. It's just unfortunate. Peace peoples. Thanks for coming up.